Okay, so we've got the system all up and running. We talked about how to adjust the pH, how to adjust the fertilizer. The key for those chemicals is to do a little bit at a time and go slowly. When you first set up your system, it depends on the pH of your water. It depends which different chemical you're using and how much you'll need. But the key is to go slowly, a little bit at a time. Here, we've just got a quick example of when the seeds are planted. You can put the tray right on the raft, right in the tub there, and you only need to have on one set of the lights, just like that, until you transplant them into both rafts. So when you set up the tub, take your time, go slowly, and use whichever chemical fertilizer you choose. Use it in the appropriate amounts and make the changes a little bit at a time. If you do want to break down the system at some point, and you may want to clean out the entire system in a couple of months or 6 months, or unfortunately if something goes wrong in the system, you may have to clean that out. And there's a couple different ways to do that. You can do a bucket brigade and take that right outside. You could loosen the fitting from the pump and just pump that. Here's the one fitting that goes to the pump, and we use the swivel hose fittings right there. You can undo that, use that hose, and just pump the water outside. Just be careful not to run the pump dry. If the pump cavitates, then it'll ruin the pump. And then you'll just have a little bit of water left in the reservoir, and you can just dump that right outside. For all the material itself, the rafts, the tub, the hoses, you can take them in the shower if you like. Outside is even better if you've got the yard and the space. Hose them out. Take a soft bristled brush. Clean them out real well. You might be taking off some of the algae. If you've got some calcification around the edges because our water is so hard, just normal white kitchen vinegar will take that stuff right out. No need to buy any fancy chemicals for that. Just use the acetic acid in the white kitchen vinegar will take that right out. You can just use normal dish soap, and then to sanitize, use diluted bleach, about 5%, about 5% bleach, 1 in 20. Spray that down, but then rinse it out. You don't want to add the chlorine to your system. You can do the same thing for the hoses. You can run some water through there, soak them in the bleach solution, and you'll be good to go. Same thing on the rafts, soft bristle brush. The rafts will get dirty. They take wear and tear over time. That's just what happens. But you can also clean those inside the holes, and you can spray them down. Or you can use the tub itself, fill that with diluted bleach solution. You can soak the hoses in there. You can put the rafts in there, flip them over, and then rinse everything off real well. And then to put the system back together, bring it back in, reattach the swivel hose fittings, and start filling it full of water. You can use.
How full are those tubs?
So down in the reservoir, that's a good question. In the reservoir, you want to keep it anywhere between 1/2 and 2/3 full. You want to make sure that there's enough water to keep the pump covered at all times, but that also gives you enough room that, say, if the power went out or if you had to turn off the system, when the water drains down, the reservoir won't run over. If the reservoir was full to the top, there wouldn't be anywhere for the water to go. So 1/2, 2/3, and you're good.
And the trays have how much water in them?
The trays are filled up to where the fittings are, just by the flow of gravity. Sure, let me pick that up for you.
Or the fittings you see on the side.
Yep,
they're below that. Yeah.
Yep, the level is correct. They're right at the bottom part of the fittings inside the tub. This is also what you want to do when you clean the tub. Even if you have plants on the rafts,
just gently lift that.
Go ahead, lift this up. You can wipe off with a clean rag that doesn't have soap in it, and wipe out the inside of the tubs, wipe out the bottom. You can wipe off the bottom or the sides of the rafts, and that'll help to get the algae off as well. On the top of the rafts, you can use, again, hydrogen peroxide or diluted bleach solution. Don't let it touch the plants, but you can wipe off the surface, and that'll help inhibit the algae growth as well. So yeah, then when you refill it, I start from the bottom. I fill it about half, 2/3. I fill up the two tubs up to the fittings on the inside. And then when you turn the system on, you should have a good equilibrium of the water level in all three, because it's pumping from the reservoir up to the top, gravity feeding down to the next one, and then gravity feed down to the reservoir where it pumps it back up again.
When we started the system and there was a little gurgling going on, and we stopped that by changing the flow either on the hose itself,
correct,
or the pump in the reservoir.
Yes,
correct?
yes. Not all pumps have the little butterfly valve, but if yours does, you can adjust that valve, close it just a little bit, close this valve just a hair, and the pump the system should be in equilibrium after that.
Will it need to be adjusted as the water goes down? You put water back in, or just pretty much at the beginning? Or if you hear it, you might want to adjust it.
Yes, if you hear it, you may need to adjust it. Once this raft is full of plants, it will add a little bit of weight, so it'll sink just a tiny bit in the water. It'll change how the water flows out the pipes. So you may need to adjust it, but you absolutely want to make sure that you have the reservoir at least half full.
To keep the pump underwater.
Yes. As you add that water, then you'll need to adjust the pH in the fertilizer, because you're adding tap water that hasn't been adjusted, and that's a great time to adjust the pH up or down, however you might need. So it's a good point.
All right.
All right.